In today's world, people belong to religions or multiple religions, and some people believe in no religions, and that's a good thing. The pluralism of it means that we are making space for each other, and we're exploring, and we're trying to understand our spirituality, and all these things stand in contradistinction to fundamentalism, which says there's one way, our way, and all other ways are wrong. On the other hand, the Bible doesn't seem to be so comfortable with the idea of multiple gods. And so from a modern perspective, you might say, why is belief in more than one God, or why is not believing in any God such a problem? Here's my suggested answer. In the ancient world, there were no agnostics. You believed in a God. There was a culture and a language that went along with it, and a history and an identity. And you were part of all these things. It was not a world of shopping around for different ideas in the way that we do in this world. So in that sense, wherever you were, your language, your God, your customs, your people, and your history were all part of a way of you saying, I have a certain kind of affiliation, and I feel a certain kind of a connection, and I belong with this group. The issue is that as soon as the Midianites or some other culture present the Israelites with a different God, they're not just saying, hey, why don't you also take on this religious possibility for like a multiculturalism? No. That's not what they're saying. Rather, what they're saying is, we want you to adopt this new God, opt out of the culture you're into, and into this other one. In other words, by worshiping the Midianite God, you're also kind of flying the Midianite flag. You're trading in your culture, your people, and your history. So in that sense, there's no agnosticism. You're always belonging to some culture with its people, its language, its history, and its God. And you can opt out of one into a different one, but you can't really live between two of them. So that's part of what the problem is that this is not a religious issue, but rather an identity issue. The second thing is that in the ancient world, there wasn't really so much an issue of believing in a God. Everybody believed in gods. The question was more, do you feel like this particular God has your back? Do you think this particular God cares about you? And likewise, are you concerned about what this God thinks of you? So in that sense, when you're exploring the different characters in the Bible, don't be thinking about whether Gideon believes in God or not. Gideon definitely believes in God. The question is whether Gideon feels like God believes in him.